Hi, guys. Thank you for tuning in. So, don't mind me. I am listening to music. I needed to jam before I started my makeup. I am going to start with the Motives primer all over my face. My skin is already prepped. I usually do moisturizer, under eye cream before I even start my makeup. So, now my skin is getting prepped for makeup. I usually always start with my eyes. That's just something that I like to do. You can choose to do your makeup however you want. I'm gonna start with this pencil. It's kind of these like one of these sticks, pencil sticks. It's from the Balm. I'll put a link below of the actual color. I am putting it all over my eyelid and taking a blending brush, clean blending brush, to quickly blend the edges of that product so that I don't have any harsh edges, and actually before it dries. And whatever I do to my lid, I kind of repeat that on the lower lash line. So I'm going to use the same product. I'm zooming in here so you could see a little bit better. Same product under the eye, basically doing the same thing. Applying it and then taking a brush and kind of blending the edges right away before it sets, and then I'm not able to blend it. So I'm just blending those edges again. Now I'm going to use my Motives Maven palette and going to use the mid brown there in the palette to go above, kind of like where the crease is, where I was blending those edges. I'm going to go over that with that brown. That's my transition color. And I'm going to drag it to the lower lash also. Pretty much just blend those edges again, but with now this eyeshadow. I'm here jamming, of course. Now I'm going to use a clean one with that white one here. It's kind of like a cream. I'm going to put that right under my brows as my highlight. It's a matte shade, and kind of using it to blend the edges also of that mid brown that I put in the crease. Now I'm taking a matte flat brush and I'm going to use that middle shimmery color, and now I'm going to place that on top of my lid where I had originally put all that cream shadow, and I'm basically just packing the color with that flat brush. Going to get a little bit under the eyes also, so anywhere that I put that cream stick that I initially started with, I'm putting that shimmering gold right under it. Now I'm going to take the brown, I'm going to use the same brush, flat brush, use that brown and just go right on the corner there at the end of my lashes, and I'm just packing that color there. Doesn't have to be neat, just kind of like in an angle, and then taking a little bit of that under the lash line also. Just keep packing that color, and now I'm going to get that blending brush with no product and just start blending those edges. Don't worry about being too neat. This is one of the benefits of starting with your eyes. I'm adding a little bit more and blending away. You can add as much as you want. If you want to add a little bit of the black too for more depth, you can go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to do the other eye. So basically I did the same thing. I'm done with both of the eyes. Now I'm going to use my makeup wipes. I love these, and just clean under the eyes for any fallout. Kind of just cleans under it and sharpens those corners, and I don't have to worry about taking off my makeup because I haven't done my makeup. Now I'm going to use a little bit of a black kohl pencil, and I'm putting it on my waterline. Sorry about the angle here. Next time I'll make sure that I stay better in better frame. So keep adding a little bit of that. I'm gonna tight line and add now on the top lash line. Doesn't have to be neat, just kind of like in the outer corner. I'm just adding it to add more definition. I'm taking that blending brush and kind of like going over it and smudging it. It's one of the reasons why it does not need to be neat. And you can add a little bit more and kind of blend, kind of like what we were doing with the eyeshadow. We're just trying to create more depth on the corner of the eye. Use the same brush and just blend, blend. And whatever I do to one eye, of course, I have to do it on the other eye. This is what so far it looks like. I'll do the same thing that I did. I'm pulling a little bit, not too much. Don't pull your eyelids too much. Just place it on top of the lash line there in the corner and then blend away. See, it doesn't have to be neat. That's it. Now I'm gonna get my trusty wipey, clean under the eyes, and I'm gonna start with my foundation. That's the Maybelline Skin. I am in the shade 80 and I am just using a flat kabuki brush. It's synthetic from It Cosmetics, and basically just going to town with my foundation. I just put a little bit and then I kind of stippled it all over my face. Take a little bit down under the neck there. All that fun stuff. As I keep dancing and moving around. Now I'm going to use my Motives concealer quad, and it's almost empty. Almost out. I need to get some more. I love this stuff. It's great for under the eyes, or you could use it as a foundation also. So I'm just putting a little bit under both eyes. You can use a smaller synthetic brush to blend it. I'm just going to use my foundation brush and kind of get as close as I can to the under eye where the shadow meets and blend those edges. Do the same thing to the other eye, and then I kind of use my finger to warm it up. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of that concealer and just put it the center of my face, the sides there, to try to create some dimension on my round face, and just blending away. That's all I'm doing. You can put as much, I just put a little bit. Now I'm kind of warming that product with my finger, stippling everything, kind of marrying everything together. I'm gonna get a clean blending brush. I'm gonna go with that mid brown color again from the palette and going back on those edges and under the lash line so that I don't have that sharp underline from the concealer, and kind of blending everything together. And that's what I got so far. Now I'm putting on some amazing Fiber Lush Mascara by Motives, and I'm sure you know how to do this, so I'm just gonna speed this up. This mascara has like the fibers all in one, and I really, really do enjoy it. Now I am going to move on to my blush. This is Peach Beige or Beige Peach, one of the two, from Motives. Just a little bit. I like to take it a little bit higher because, you know, at my age, we're always lifting up. Just a little. And then going back to the other side. Getting that blush. You can, you know, play around with it. add more or not add as much. It's very light, so I really like this one. Now I'm going to use the brush with just a translucent powder and kind of gonna go over the under eyes to blend that. Since I have that concealer there, I don't want it to crease, so now I'm setting it, and it's just a translucent powder, no color, and setting that. That's where I'm at so far. Now I'm going to, I like to just take my brush with no product and blend the edges as I go along. Now this is the highlighter. It's called Bombshell by Motives. It's a really pretty highlight, and I'm just taking it right above where I put the blush, just a little, taking it on the Cupid's bow and a little bit on the tip of my nose. That's what that looks like. I'm going to take a little bit of it and put it in the inner corners of my eyes. I have more of a deep set eye, so I like to put something light usually in the inner corner to open up my eyes. Now that I didn't realize that I was out of frame, I put a lip liner, and now I'm going and put in the lip color over it. It's a darker lip liner and then a lighter lip color, and just kind of mixing those together. Sorry, I missed that. Now I'm using a little bit of the concealer brush to clean the edges of my lips, just to kind of define them. But sorry, I'm out of frame. I know I suck. Give me a chance. I'll get it right next time. Now I'm going to use a powder, again, translucent powder. I'm kind of going over these areas where I didn't already apply powder. So since most of the, like the blush and the highlighter are powder, I don't really have to go too much on those areas. Now this is a MAC bronzer. I'm just kind of going over the edges of my face to add some dimension, hide that big forehead I have. That's okay. Going under the chin and just kind of just warming my skin up. Again, this is a preference thing. You can add as much or as little as you want. You can skip this altogether if you want to also. Sorry, again, I'm out of frame with the lip color. Oh my goodness. This is also a Motives lip color, and the lip liner was also Motives. So this is what I'm ending up with. I hope you like it. It's a really easy smoky eye. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.